What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, toasters, anybody who's watching? We're back in One Way Bay, and we have a bit of a death problem, if you remember from last episode. So, yeah, we're having an issue, and we're gonna have to look into what caused the issue. And I got a suggestion that maybe our healthcare is to blame, and if we go in, we actually see healthcare is an issue, or it isn't an issue, I should say. Although our average health is really low. So I'm not sure if that's all getting skewed because there are just so many dead people, but honestly, we could probably put down another hospital somewhere, probably around Farmville or maybe the Pinwheel District, but I think maybe just a clinic. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's just put a clinic down in here in the Pinwheel District somewhere. Probably about there. We'll delete a couple of houses, but that's okay. Yeah, I think this is just your run-of-the-mill standard death wave. It's a huge one, but if I go in here and check the statistics, I was looking at it, you'll see that after every big spike of birth rate, there's a drop-off and then a huge spike in death rates. So, like, over here we had a big birth rate, big death rate. And then shortly after it, we had a big birth rate, and that one actually tapered off. So that one was okay. Maybe people just moved away. But then here we have another birth rate, and then a huge death rate. But as it amplifies, you'll see this was the big birth rate over here of 330, and currently we're in a massive death rate of 355. And I hope that one's tapered off, but I guess we'll just see. It has something to do with the way that the lives of citizens are programmed in City Skylines. Basically, they're pretty much alive for the exact same amount of time as all of the other citizens. So, if you have a bunch of people born at the same time, they will pretty much die at the exact same time. So, there have been mods to work on this. Here and there. Look, there are just people moving out. Actually, maybe we should put a clinic down here. Oh, we already have one. But, yeah, I haven't seen anything lately that fixed the death wave issue. But, I guess we're gonna have to ride this one out. And actually, we do have some demand for residential. And all of this is still zoned. Old Bay is really taking a hit here. I don't know what the population was before, but I feel like it was up close to 20,000. I feel like it was more toward 18,000. Now we're down to 10. So we have issues. That's for sure. I don't know. Let's not think about death for a minute, because I've gone ahead and I've named this district over here the Faraway Cargo Company trademark. It's the it'll be like a company town. And then over here we have, of course, the Faraway Cargo Transfer Station. Great suggestion in the comments from last episode. And look, we already have a train coming out here, transporting from Earlland all the way out here. These are probably, I was going to say oil trucks, but they don't seem to be oil trucks. And then they're taking 7% of their load back to the Industry Hill terminal. Why? Okay. So apparently, this train is owned by Earlland over here. It's now transporting to Industry Hill. That's cool. But it also took a stop over here. It's just like a logistical marathon runner right now. It's not going directly home. It's kind of making stops along the way. So this one's actually owned over here by Faraway Cargo Transfer. So yeah, the train lines are definitely working out, especially back here. This is a really good place for a cargo transfer station because, I mean, there is just so much highway going on in between here and One Way Bay. And look at this bridge is really awesome. I love this bridge. It's like curved. It's I don't know. It's just a really cool little bridge. But all right, what are we gonna do, guys? What are we going to do to entice people to get back into One Way Bay? I think we need to cut taxes, maybe? Or something. I think, actually, you know what? I think we should just spring for a couple more of the crematoriums just around the city somewhere. Maybe. Like here. And then, actually, a couple over here is probably a really good idea. That covers a lot of ground. And then we'll put another one over here. And let those guys go to work. Our budget's going to go way down. What is our budget looking like right now? We have a bunch of things down. We have road down still. We should probably take that all the way down again. I mean, we just don't need that much into road maintenance right now. Is there anything else we could cut? Probably the ships. Cut some of that budget out. And then the education. Actually, we'll take this down to 100%. And then the unique buildings, again, down to 100%. Just to save some of our budget. And, like, the education thing, people are dying. We don't have nearly as many people as we did at the start of last episode, so obviously people don't need to go to school that... Like, we don't need to have that many more spaces in classrooms for children to go to school because they're dying, I guess. It's just not good. And, look at that. Our budget... Our treasury, I should say, is now down to half, but that's just because we bought like 2 or 3 of those crematoriums. On a side note, I was looking at this, and oh no. Oh no. Disconnected power grids? What is that for? What's going on? This is what's going on. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Nobody worry yet. We're, yeah. Yeah, this is a bad death wave, and we're... Wow, look at this. I wish I could just watch these charts rising. Actually, look at this. The death rate went down here, but unfortunately, the birth rate isn't going up. So, whew, look at this dip. This is insane. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Okay, think. We need to do something. We need to do something fast. We are... Oh, man. We're really struggling. Why? It's just because there are so many dead people, right? So let's get those cleaned up. Let's get the frickin' trucks out there. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Let's back that down. We don't need to do it that fast there. So, yeah. There's just a lot of dead people. And our budget is now sinking like a frickin' rock in the bay. Our tourist destinations are probably suffering because they've heard of these issues. Hey, look, we had a frickin' smiley face over here. So that's good. We just have people moving out. Our death rate is actually tapering off. That's good. We just need to pick up the dead people. I think that was our issue. And we now have... what? 9 hearses? Okay. I don't think we can actually afford any more graveyards. But the graveyards come with more hearses, I believe. So I'm going to place one more graveyard, and we're just going to freaking put it over here. Actually, no. We're going to put it right here. Wait, no. Yes. Slope too steep. Never mind. We're not going to put it there. We're going to put it right here. Because then they can go on the highway, and that's all I care about right now. It's getting hearses out to the highway, out to the town. There's 13 that we can use. Pipeline problems? No. No. What? Where? Where are the pipeline problems? Does anybody not have water right now? What are you? What are you? Oh, you're just because... Okay. What is the issue, guys? What? Pipeline problems are fine. Actually, you know what? To save some budget, let's cut off one of these. Okay, we're in a full crisis management mode right now. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay. So the sewer treatment's down. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should keep that up. Maybe... Oh, man. People are tweeting about the dead people. Yes, I know. I don't need that. I need to delete... Or not delete. Turn these off. Turn a few of them off. We just don't need... Oh, crap. We do need some of those. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna cut this really close here. And also the trash. What does our trash situation look like? Incineration stand status low. What does our electricity look like? Fine. Okay. Alright. We actually have people coming into the town. That is good. That means people are going to be able to pay taxes, and hopefully our budget will recover from this, because we are dangerously low right now. Oh no. Look at the temperature. It's dropping rapidly. We don't need this to happen, because that draws up our electricity. Although right now we don't have that many people using electricity, so I'm thinking we could probably even turn one of these off. 124 megawatts. Can we afford to do that? I think so. Yes. Okay, we're close. We're dropping significantly. But okay, the temperature has now stabilized, I think. For the most part. It's slowly going down now, but it's not as bad as it was earlier. We just have to sit here and monitor. If something really bad happens, we'll have to tweak it accordingly. Like if we just get like poo problems all of a sudden, we'll have to go back and turn that pump on. If we don't have water, we'll have to go back in and turn some of those pumps on. And if we don't have electricity, we're gonna have to pack our presidential limo and just flee the town, because we're gonna go down and people are gonna be angry. We're gonna have to leave the city hall and just probably catch a boat out of here, because we're screwed. I don't know what else we can do right now. We don't have any budget to build anything. We just need to kind of wait it out. Look, we have 300 people moving in currently. We just need to sit here and monitor it. And actually, while we do that, let's go plant some trees, shall we? Let's get away from the death. Let's go over here and take our tree brush and just plant some trees, because it only costs like $12. And we'll just put some trees around all of the Slam Dunk Roundabout. You guys didn't really give me any suggestions for this, so I'm just going with Slam Dunk Roundabout. I think that is actually a pretty cool name for it, so I like it. I'm gonna keep it. So yes, this is now getting a little bit of work. Some trees are going in. I'm not gonna take the time to place like individual trees, because that's just gonna take too much time. Although I do want the trees on the inside of the roundabout to leave. But yeah, we'll just kind of throw some in the mix here. Probably gonna have to do some other trees like these. And just to get a little bit of flavor into the trees, little other color greens, you know, little hues and saturations going on over here. But look, our population is slowly recovering. Our budget is actually also recovering, which is really good, because this episode almost was me crying and apologizing profusely about letting One Way Bay just die. And luckily, that's not the case. Luckily, it seems as though we have pretty much all but pulled out of this. So our electricity is now at a point where we can turn it back on. Our water consumption is now... We should probably actually turn this one back on. And we can breathe easy now. We can definitely breathe easy. Somebody remind me to go ahead and adjust the budgets after this episode. Leave me a comment, please, that says look at the budgets, because it's all sorts of screwed up. And by the end of this episode, we should be back on... What is this guy saying? I would think that fresh water is basic stuff, but no. How long do we have to wait for working water pipes? Question mark, exclamation, question mark, exclamation. Oh, shit. Look at this. We've flooded the boot successfully. Okay. Just because we turned that one on, now, Floaters Riding Stables are literally taking their name way too literal and are now floaters. Like, legitimately. Do we still have water coming in, or is it going to be okay? I think it should be fine. Let's wait it out. Let's wait it out. Yeah, we have a little bit of a flooding problem. I should have thought that one through, guys. I'm going to be honest. That was my bad. Should have thought that one through. I should have turned this off instead of this one. We'll learn for next time. We'll come back here in a few minutes and make sure that nobody died. There's a water issue over here. Oh, of course there is, because I didn't connect it. Does that mean that thing wasn't working this entire time? Not operating. No water. Of course. So, okay, you know what? Turn this one off. It wasn't doing anything anyway, so if we turn it on now, what's the point? You know what I mean? But look at this. We now just have a crime problem. We no longer have a bunch of dead people. We just have a bunch of people trying to rob other people, which, you know what? That's a victory in my book, I guess. That's means to celebrate, I guess. A dead person is waiting, yes, of course. So, okay, we have cemeteries that are full. And actually, you know what? This is full. Let's just turn it off. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, so any of the full cemeteries will just turn off because they still, look at this, they still have upkeep per week of $200. If I turn it off, $0, it stays full. We can still get that achievement and the unique building unlocked. So, wow. It's just thinking things through sometimes is definitely not my strong suit, I guess. And actually, that death wave is probably a good thing because a lot of those cemeteries are now full again. So they should now all be off if they're full, but yes, nope. How many are full and how many do we need? I think we needed, what, 7 of those for this Grand Central Terminal? Yes, we just need 1 more. Will we do it in this episode? We've got a couple more minutes. I think we might be able to. Also, our budget is... it's down again, but look at our population. It's back up, which is good, but it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Because if we go in here and check out the city statistics, if this birth rate spikes up again, we're screwed in the future death wave, because this one was bad. The next one, if it spikes to here, it's gonna be even worse. So I don't think there's really not any good way to fix a death wave other than to de-zone some of the residential, because then people won't just move right back in quickly. So yeah, I don't know. I think we've made it, guys. I think we're pulling out of this one. I think we've made it. I also want to know where this last cemetery is so I can check its status. Right here. We are about halfway there, so it's not gonna happen this episode. Maybe next episode. Definitely in the next death wave, that's for sure. And also, after we unlock that, we can probably manage the cemeteries a little better, so we'll be able to empty them, and so we'll be more prepared for death waves as they come in. Yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. Oh, actually, while I'm looking at this real quick, I had a suggestion that said, basically, take this highway right here and fling it under the bay and connect it up over here, which is an interesting thought, but I don't know if we're ready for a channel yet. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I think I don't know. I don't think traffic over there is really that big of an issue. I think our highway systems are fairly, they're fine. There's not a lot of traffic down here. There's not a lot of traffic over here. There is a lot of traffic up through here because a lot of people are getting off and on the highway at these 2 intersections. But that's just because of the way Pleasure Town is laid out. I mean, sending people through here wouldn't help much. No, I don't think it would help that much. It might help a little bit in that a lot of people wouldn't have to go through here. They'd just be able to bypass it, but I don't know. We might explore that later, but for now, I think we're fine. And I'd rather just work on the mining district, which we were supposed to do in this episode and in this week, but we've gotten parts of it done. So I'm actually very happy with the parts that we have gotten done, but things came up, people died, lots of people died, we had a plague breakout, and we had to recover from it. So guys, thanks for watching this episode. This one was action-packed, tons of stuff happening, mostly me just trying not to lose it, and by it, I mean the city. But let me know with the thumbs up if you enjoyed this, let me know with the thumbs down if you disliked this video, and if you guys have any comments, let me know in the comments. Where else would you put them? follow me on Twitter if you don't. I like to update you guys about the series and the channels. And until next time, guys, I'll see you back here in One Way Bay, where things are looking up. Stay tuned.